Hello everybody, it's me, Pred, and this is going to be my first Elite Dangerous Horizons beta video. And in this first video, we are going to take our imperial courier and land it on probably one of the most boring planets in the galaxy. Well, let me tell you, there are a lot of boring planets in the galaxy, and I found quite a lot of cool ones too, with a lot of canyons and stuff like that. But it is kind of tricky. The SRV is kind of tricky. So, in order to actually land on a planet, you need the advanced discovery scanner. No, you don't. Sorry. I don't think it has an outfitting thing here. Well, basically, it does. What you need is the Planetary approach suit. I don't know, I think when you buy a new ship, that is already in there. So you don't really have to worry about that. But the thing that's kind of hard to find is the planetary vehicle hangar. And depending on the class size, you can store like 1 or 4 or 3 vehicles in there. And those are not available at every station, so I had to fly around a bit and before I actually found one. Yeah, and I chose the Imperial Courier because I always wanted to fly one. I have the rank in the non-beta, but I don't really know what I would use it for, to be honest. So yeah, I thought, you know, that would be kind of fun for me to use the Imperial Courier. So let's take off, and there is a approachable planet right next to this little colony right here, and as you can see on the horizon. And I think we can land on this one. Let's check the planetary map or the system map and see if we can actually land on it.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
We can. It is unexplored. That is interesting. It is unexplored. It does have a beacon on there, controlling faction works of Pericoriani Free Independence. So we're going to try to land on there, and it has Garnier Enterprise. We're going to choose that too. I hope it's not on the dark side of the planet, because let me tell you, when it's on the dark side of the planet, you can't see shit. So it's not the best for recording. So let's take off.
Landing gear retracted.
Oh, they added a lot of new sounds to the game, which is pretty cool. They tweaked the sounds, and the graphics look nice again. So when I first downloaded the launcher, so I could play the beta. Oh, fuck! Key bindings. There we go. When I first downloaded the launcher, the graphics looked really gritty, so I had to tweak the settings a little bit, and now it looks good again. But I really wonder how it looks now when I approach the planet, because those popping up textures of the planet, they kind of look, that kind of takes out a lot of the immersion. So when you approach a planet, at some point, you will get a different HUD. Right, there you go. And that HUD is basically like your altitude meter, how much or how high you are above the surface. And you can see the little marker going down, and when it's at OC, we're gonna reach orbital cruise, and there is no transition to orbital cruise, not noticeable at least. You will just get like a new UI, which will give you your, I don't know what you call that, decline degrees, whatever. But as soon as you go to the DRP thing down there, you're gonna have the transition. It's gonna transition you out of orbital cruise, which is basically, as you will see very shortly, the same kind of transition that you get when you exit super cruise. And I think that's okay. A lot of people were really hoping for a transitionless approach, but I don't know if that is doable in this kind of context. So we're soon gonna drop out of the orbital cruise and go into the glide mode. I hope this is gonna work. If you're too shallow, glide mode will fail, but I think this is a good good kind of entry. So now we're dropping from orbital cruise. We're in glide mode, and in glide mode, the plane literally glides. The spaceship. It does feel like an airplane, like when you fly a, like in a flight simulator and you turn off the engines. And that's basically what it feels like in terms of maneuvering. So now we exit glide, and now we can actually fly down to the planet and land if we want to. So let's look at the texture of the planet. So now it looks very blurry, right? And I think it's going to crisp up. It's going to load the textures when we get closer, and that, I don't like that, I have to be honest. Look how blurry that looks. See, now you can see there are textures popping up, and well, maybe this planet is just blurry. But now it looks a lot better, and we are about 44 meters above the surface, and at the bottom on the radar you can see like the terrain. It's like a terrain radar. Like if you're flying a modern combat jet, they have like terrain radars too. Radars, not radars. And yeah, I think we're just gonna land somewhere. And as I said, this is a very boring planet, but we're just gonna land somewhere and then take out the SRV for a ride and check that out. I think that is something we should do. Look at the spaceship from outside, see what it looks like. So if you want to land, you will get this little indicator here soon, which is going to tell you if you can land here. There you go. See, it's going to tell you if your speed is okay. Then it's going to say unsustainable terrain. But you can basically almost land anywhere unless it is, there are like rocks down there and or similar stuff. So now here we can land, for example. So let's take down. Oh, that was a hard landing. And it's really cool if you land on a slope, like on a slight slope, and you sit down, like the landing gear adjusts to the slope. So one landing gear will be longer than the other one. That is pretty cool. So now we're on the planet's surface. Let's go into the debug camera and check that out. And we are sunbathing. I have to be honest, I don't think the Imperial courier looks very cool from the outside. The only thing that's really cool about it is the canopy. You do really feel like as if you were in a fighter jet. And look at that, this looks pretty cool, I have to say. Got the sun up there, got the little Milky Way star density. Let's have a look around. Somewhere there should be Barnard's Loop and the Witch Hat Nebula. Maybe that's on the other side, that could be. But I have to say, that's some new music too. That's pretty cool. I don't know what nebula that is. Well, that planet looks better than I thought. I landed on this other planet, which was like almost completely yellow. And I was really disappointed. My first planetary landing. So let's have a look around the ship really quick. We can see the terrain looks, oh shit, what the hell. Terrain looks pretty cool, to be honest. It looks very high definition. And the frame rate is not great. I don't know why. That's probably because I have the dynamic super resolution on. So let's go back into first person mode and launch the SRV. So what we have to do to select the SRV, we have to look down. That's where our menu is right here. Can select the video. Why is it destroyed? Purchase replacement restock. I did that. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, fuck you. Shit. See now, if I look at the planet, it looks a little blurry, the textures, right? I don't like that. I have to be honest, I don't like that. So, Collins Depot is, of course, on the dark side of the fucking planet. And we're gonna get out of orbital cruise in a couple of seconds. But the sun is coming up, as you can see, which is really nice. So we are on the light side, more or less. Well, at least not on the completely black side. So we are going to go into glide. Come on, go into glide. Now, there we go. Dropping from orbital cruise. We're gonna glide down to that station. I thought the game disconnected. It didn't. So we have our little altitude meter. So when can we actually call the station and request docking? 7,500 meters. Okay. Glide is complete. Yeah. I have to be honest. The textures when you're far away, they don't look great. And the game is very low FPS at the moment. I don't know. It seems like I have like maybe 20 FPS at the moment, which is ridiculous because normally I run the game on ultra and have 60 FPS at all times.
Docking request granted.
Okay, docking request granted. We have to land on landing pad 1, wherever that is. This looks pretty cool. No, the thing looks pretty cool, but as I said before, it doesn't really fit the terrain. Look at that, the terrain looks bland. You can't see textures at all. And let's be honest right here. I mean, if you've ever flown like in a private little two-seater plane and you've been like this far above the ground, everything looks really, really detailed. It doesn't look like a blurry mess. You can basically it looks like a miniature model world, and this is not how it looks like. This looks like a Comanche from 1995. Not impressed. I have to be honest. Not impressed with the planet textures at this point. The stations don't really fit in.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Texturized. I mean, that looks. Look at that. Look at the tower. That looks awesome. No doubt about that. Performance is really low, as you can see. It's pretty. I don't know, like 20 frames or something. But the planet texture is just nasty as shit. All right, now maybe we can resupply. Yes, we want to resupply our scarab. Why can't we? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say. Shit. All right. So we could basically get out here and drive around a little bit. What do you say? I mean, that is kind of boring, but we can try. So let's. No, I pressed launch. That sucks. Well, we're gonna land on the planet and then we're just gonna drive to the station. How about that? Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? All right.
Released. Engines engaged.
We're gonna land really close to it. All right, we can land here. So alignment is okay. We can. There we go. We hit the ground, didn't we? Yes, we did. All right, now we can get out. Oh, select vehicle. We have to select it again. Deploy. Okay.
Landing gear retracted.
Let's do this. Driving this thing is a bitch because you have to like rebind all the controls, and I don't really know what stuff is for at the moment. So I have to do that off camera again and recalibrate it a little bit. So see, now when the light goes on, the textures look okay. Still laggy though. Well, let's turn around. Let's look at our ship. Oh, the sky, the stars look beautiful. No doubt about that. Oh, there it is. There's our courier. Let's go into backwards mode right here. Oh, lag, stuttering, performance. Maybe I have to turn off super resolution. Maybe that's just not working out. So what we can do now is we can actually dismiss the ship. I want to see that because that looks really, really awesome. There goes our ship on autopilot. Let's check out the space station. Okay, please turn. Oh shit, you really have to watch it so it won't flip over. All right, check it out. Oh, we can. I would just really like to chill by the landing pad and watch ships come and go. All right. My controls are not set up the greatest way, to be honest. So if I want to go left and right, I actually have to use the joystick for left and right. It would be much cooler to use that rotating axis thing to steer. I would have to change that at some point. So we are entering Collins Depot, ladies and gentlemen, and let's have a look around here. Oh, what is that? Sentry. It's like a drone, I think. Oh, exit. That was a quick ride. Well, this is a fairly big station, isn't it? We have vertical thrusters. I don't know if they work here. Look at that thing. What is it doing? It's using like lasers to scan the area. Oh, there it goes. So there's a, what is that, a Cobra or Sidewinder landing? That's pretty cool. Can we go in there? That looks interesting. Oh my god, you creepy thing. Yeah, I really have to calibrate the controls for the SRV because this is not working for me. I have to drive a little slower. So let's check this out. I don't know what this is. Oh, it does definitely sounds like a busy space port. All right. Public corporation. Well, this definitely does look like a corporation. It doesn't really look like there's anything to do here except drive along and look at 20 FPS per second. By the way, don't think I'm hating on the game. I'm really excited about this game. There are just some things about Elite I really like to approach with sarcasm, because some things are just very inviting for sarcasm. So we are not going on the road, we're going beside the road. I don't know if that's a very good idea because I don't see a place where we can actually go back on the road. Well, that does look like a place. Yes, it is. All right. So we are back at Collins Depot. Let's go and see if we can get into one of the landing pads. And oh, what is that? Look at that. That's like a hangar. Can we drive in there? Hello. Please open. Please open. It won't open. Alright, we're going back out. Maybe that's where you have to go through when you land in one of the pods. Oh. Alright. So, what do we do now? We are going to go into the more open space again and then call our ship and then try to get back on it. And then I think that's it for the first video. Oh, look at that. What is that, a T7? Oh, that is epic. Look how huge that thing is. Holy shit, that is absolutely massive. Do you see that? Oh, that is actually one thing I was excited about the most. To have a reference point for the scale of things. Because normally you don't have that in this game. Look how huge the T7 is. That is absolutely mind-blowing for me. Holy shit. Holy shit. look at that thing. My God. Oh, I thought I was going up. I'm gonna go backwards a little bit. Let's see if it's gonna lift off now. That thing is absolutely massive. Oh my God, that is so cool. Oh wow. Oh man, I mean, that's a T7. I don't want to know what an imperial cutter looks like when it lands. We're gonna stay here a little bit. This is like the large landing pad. Maybe get some distance. I don't know where I'm going. I'm going up somewhere. Up the heat ramp. Nice. Skill. Alright, I just wish the performance was a little better, but that could be just because of the dynamic super resolution. What is that? That's a Type 9. Is it gonna land here? Probably not. Keelback. Nobody knows what the keelback is for. Guardian. Guardian Sentry. Anything gonna land here? Can hear a ship. Let's just stay here for a while. See if there's gonna be a ship coming in. I think I'm not gonna say anything. I'll just wait here for a ship to come. I'm gonna cut that in as more or less the exit scene of this video. So thank you for watching. There's gonna be a lot more coming, I guess, in the game. I'm gonna try some missions, see how combat works, maybe tweak the experience a little bit so I can actually drive the damn thing better, the SRV, and have some performance issues ironed out, because they kind of suck. Right, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.